Welcome to lesson 1 of rental return calculations. So I wanted to give a quick intro. So the reason why I'm doing this, I found that these are some common calculations that I've come across, especially within the context of rental returns. So what I'll do is I'll run through the calculation here, so a bit more context. So for example, say there's a property you want to purchase. The purchase price is £100,000. The loan amount 75%, so £75,000. You put in your own investment at 25%, so £25,000. The annual rent generated is £6,000. The costs annually are £4,000. So just keep an eye on these figures. It will help as we go through the calculations. So first calculation is gross yield. Now gross yield I find is something, it's good for headlines, it's quite high level. So the way you calculate gross yield is a annual rent divided by the purchase price. So £6,000 divided by £100,000 gives you 6%. Now, I found a lot of people do push this to sort of get someone's interest, but 6%, if that's your criteria, fine. But remember, that's gross. Net yield, for example, it's more realistic. So that would be your annual rent. It's annual rent costs. Annual rent minus your annual rent costs divided by your purchase price. So £6,000 minus £4,000, so you're left with £2,000, and you divide that by 100,000, which is your purchase price again. It gives you a net yield of 2%. So 2%, you can see the difference there between the gross and the net. It's a big difference into what people do advertise. So it just helps you understand what sort of benchmark you want to be aiming for. The next one is return on investment, so ROI. So annual rent minus your rental costs, you divided by cash invested. So 6,000 minus 4 gives you 2 again. But then this time you're dividing it by your own investment, which is £25,000. And that leaves you with 8%. So this example with ROI, it's a universal metric, so it's applicable in a lot of different contexts, be it stocks and shares or commodities, for example. These are all really useful